Hello, it's me again. Well, I'm on to lesson 2. It's just what I've learned, so I'm just going to pass it on to you guys. But I've also decided or come to the conclusion that actually these videos are really useful for me, because if I want to do something 2 or 3 months down the line, instead of having to look it up, I can watch my own video and see how I did that sort of thing. So anyway, the new learning today, I suppose you could call it lesson 2, is just recently I've been still making a container to hold a model ship. So I'm making the base and a cover that drops on. But the base itself, I just did a drawing, two-dimensional drawing, but now I've decided to make a 3-dimensional, showing the grooves where the lid slots into as it comes over to the top of the ship, and also a moulded edge around the outside, so it doesn't look dead plain and it just looks a bit nicer. So I've actually worked out how to do both those things, so I'm going to just go in a minute, go and make a video. You'll hear my commentary, and so there you are. That will be another future thing we can revert back to. So have fun. Bye. Okay, what I'm going to make today is a baseboard with a moulding all around the outside and a groove just inside, so you can make a box cover that would go over the top of whatever you're putting inside and slot into the little grooves. And it's not that hard to make actually. So first of all, we make a rectangle. We'll click the pencil ruler here, click in the corner, click once, let go, drag out, type 500, 500. Okay, so now we have a 500 square drawing on our baseboard at the floor level. So what we're going to do now is rise it up so it's, let's say 25 mil, that's fine. Okay, so we click on here and we click over here so the little dots come up and go up there, and just type 25, enter. So now we have a 25 millimeter thick 500 by 500 square piece of whatever, call it wood if you like. So we need to magnify that so we can see it. Okay, so just put it in a bit more in the place. Okay, we use a little turntable here thing to turn it round so we can see. I'm going to put it on the plane, okay, like that. Now, the first measurement we're going to do is we're going to bring, you can change all these measurements, but this is my thing to make first of all. So we get the tape measure, okay. Click on the edge, the left hand edge, till it clicks there. Click, put it in and type 12 mil. And then enter. Okay, so we've got a dotted line at 12 mil. The next we want 3 mil in from the edge. You'll understand what this is all about, so just do it again and type 3. Okay, excuse me. Now from top, come down anywhere along this line here, just drag down, type in 5. And then from the bottom do the same, come up, type 5. Now what we've done, I'll just move that over to the middle a bit more so you can see what we're doing. We've actually made a little squarey thing there, you see that, how we've done that. So if I magnify that so we can see it a bit better, because it helps if you can see the thing. Right, that'll do, and it's on a plane. Now we're going to make a moulding on this edge. So first and foremost we come to the left hand side, and you'll see an icon there if you hover over it, it's called a 2-point arc. So we click in the arc, click on the right of that little square we just made, come down and click on the left, click again, and go up to the middle and pull it out so a radius appears, but not too, can't go too far obviously. It's got to be within those dotted lines, so that'll do. Click and you leave it there. Now we want to mark out the piece above that on to the right hand side of the arc, up to the outer edge, down and then to the left hand side of the arc. So what we do, click on the pencil, we start at the top of that arc, click once, go to the top of the box there, or the timber, go to the left hand corner, click again, go down there, click again, and come back to the arc, click again. Now that's it. Now to check that you've got a separate piece there, the easiest way is to use the push pull tool, but don't use it, just hover over it. See how it's all changed to dots there? Well, that means that is a separate entity. It's really cool, eh? Now the other thing we've got to do, which is not that complicated, is make it a bit smaller. Okay, use this thing here to get it into the page center. And go on the orbit tool, there's this thing up the top, and orbit down so you can see the whole of the top. Okay, once you see the whole of the top, you just get the pointer again and double click so it all goes blue. Yeah. Now we've got a tool here called Follow Me. Click on that on the left, hover over to that bit there where all those dots, just click once, and magic, look what's happened. Now what we can do now is get rid of the guides, so we go edit, delete guides. Okay, now if you look, now we've got a nice moulded edge around everywhere on our tabletop. That's really cool, eh? Now before we finish up on this lesson, I thought I'd show you how to do the groove, and it's pretty simple actually. It's if you've if you're interested, it's simple. If you're not that interested, it won't be simple, obviously. I mean, that's really what the gist is, isn't it? Anything in life is simple if you've got a passion to learn about it. Now I'm standing this up on edge, just so that it's easier to work on. Move that thing down so it's still a bit big, so I'm going to go out of it a little bit so we can see it. And obviously it would be better if it was square, so you can move this rotation tool anywhere. I find sometimes it's better to go out and then do that, move it left and right and get it near enough what you want. Okay, so we're on the plane. Hopefully I've got it on the right plane. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in a line around the outside equivalent to the distance we want the start of the groove. So I reckon actually to make that groove we want to come in about 10 mil from the outside edge. So if we just click on our measure, go to the first line inside there, you'll see it'll click to it, come down, type 10, enter. Do the same here, as soon as it locks, pull up, 10, enter. Same here, pull in, 10, enter, pull in, 10, enter. Now what we have is obviously a square dotted line. Now we want to have a 10 mil wide groove in this, so obviously we want the next line to be 20 mil in, so that's quite simple. We go back to our thing here, do the same thing, come down and type 20, because that means those two lines will be 10 mil apart. Yep, come in here, 20, come in here, 20, come in here, 20. Now we have two sets of lines going round on top of our piece of wood. Now, all you need to do now is go up to this thing here on the left, which is the rectangle. We can start off with the outside one if you like. So you go right onto the cross on the top left hand of where that dotted frame is. Click once, come right down to the bottom, click again. Now go to the one on the inside, click, click. Now what we've done, we've got two lines. There's a little magical thing. If you get a push pull tool and push it in between, it goes in, and you can actually push it down. See how it's gone down there? Like, you can pull it out, or you go the other way and it goes in. If you look to the right, you can see how far it's going in, minus 94. I think that's enough. Can't really see it like that until you turn it over. But if you turn it over, you'll find there's a groove all around it. So now we go edit, delete guides, and what I've done accidentally is pushed it too far down. It's gone down miles. That's alright, we'll bring that back and we'll come back again. I don't know how far I pushed it, but you get the idea, eh guys? So look, it's a lot easier if you have it like that, so it's more to look at, okay? And we're going to get this push-pull thing in that middle one and push it down. See it's going down? It doesn't need to be much, it's only meant a thing to drop into it, so that'll do for now. We'll call it quits there, okay? Now we get rid of the guides. Delete guides. Now if I turn it over, you'll see how it's got the groove around it. You can see it there, look. If I turn it right back, you'll see the groove. See the groove around there? Okay, so now what we've got is the whole thing with a nice edge and a groove. But it'll look nice if I probably paint it or something. So what I'm going to do, we'll enlarge it a little bit so we can see it. Use the hands just to shove it around a bit. Now I'm going to go like that. I don't know, we'll choose, should we have a nice, that look about it. So we're going to put this on all the outer surfaces. If you click and it doesn't work, I'll show you how to get over that. First of all, we click there, okay? Now I'm going to turn round. Oops. Move it over, back to the paint bin. Da, 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 da. Okay, go around a bit more. You can see there's an area that's not painted. Just when you see it, you can do it. Simple as that. Oops, we'll just press on that so we can see where it is. Get the paint in again, paint that, perhaps that and that. Now the thing is, if we go back so it's out of the way a bit and then turn it round, you can see we've missed a bit there. Do that, that and that. Get the orbit tool and go around, got underneath, not done, look. So you can see it doesn't do everything, that's alright. Doesn't take much long to fiddle with it and find out what's wanted and what's not done. Okay, we'll go back a bit so we can see it more in the picture. Just move it up. Click on the orbit tool, bring it round again. We go to the top. Now you can see what's happened here. The groove hasn't been coloured in, so we'll colour all that in. Okay. So we'll go see if it's both sides are covered in this. There's a bit there not coloured up. So we fill that in. Okay, back to the orbit tool. We can't push it unless you've got using the orbit tool, which is a pain, but that's how it's designed. There's another piece there. Just cover that in. Get the hand, pull it around. There's a little piece here wants doing. Now if it says before, oh, it's going fine, look. So go to the orbit tool. I think we were just a bit, I was a couple of even pieces here, look. That's it, I think. We'll just take it out a little bit and use the hand tool to bring it into the front. Now you can see, we'll get the orbit tool on it. You can see we've got grooves, a groove around, and never mind these lines that are showing where the shape takes, the profile is different. You've got a moves off there, but that's only because this is your drawing, you know, and once you've got the shape you can use the drawing. So as you can see, from the edges you can see the little radius moulding I've made on there. So really that's the end of the lesson for that. I think that looks pretty cool actually. So good guys, thank you for your oh look, there's a bit there needs doing, so we'll just turn that around. Okay, see it like that, and we can expand it, or you know, that's it, we've done it. So now we'll go back, and that's it. Thank you very much guys for your extreme interest. Bye for now, till next time.